where you're looking at people watching as this El Nino system generates storm waves that have crashed into the seaside. And this was in Mondos Beach in California. And in this area right now, they're saying that over 150,000 people are without electricity because of these strong gusts of wind that came through with this, what they're calling El Nino-driven storm system. It has taken out power poles. It has downed trees. And they have recorded wind gusts up to 115 miles per hour. Now, if you get struck by an object out there in something like this, it can kill you rather quickly, depending on what it is. A lot of people saying they can't remember the last time they saw this much rain in Los Angeles. You can see here, fallen tree measuring 8 feet in diameter, killed a driver in the Pacific Beach area and crushed 3 empty parked cars. Fierce winds here out of the system. But my thing with this, and I've talked about this before, is not only do you have the El Nino system, you have a new feature called the blob and an even newer feature called the son of blob. And I'm not making this up. This is what they've dubbed these. This son of blob is situated right off the coast here of Southern California. This is the same area where we have witnessed what they called a huge area that is basically void of life. Some of the scientists would like to say that this is like an underwater tornado where the wall, the eye of this thing, pushes out any other life, any other oxygen, and everything inside is just stagnant. There's no oxygen. Any animals caught in there die. And as this moves, it can pull them in. But what they never talk about is what they are doing with technology to drive not only the blob, the son of blob, but El Nino itself. Now, we know they have technology galore. Why is it we're not ever hearing a story of how someone just brought a good thing with this weather technology, rains to the desert, or, to a drought-stricken area? You never, I can't remember one. But you see all this devastation, tornadoes, even earthquakes, and it brings into question, are things being done to induce these things, to bring these things about? We already know that they can heat the upper atmosphere with the technology they have. Just doing that alone can feed energy into any storm system. The cloud seeding goes back decades, and that's just the basics of it. All these different antenna arrays and systems they have set up in the ocean, on islands. How about the big wave we seen coming out of Argentina? The sonic booms on the East Coast, they want to say, was this or that. We have things going on that have not yet been explained. And when it comes to weather modification, this is going to be, in my opinion, something that they keep under wraps for as long as they possibly can. Because if this cat gets out of the bag, so to speak, and it's known that they can do certain things, then people are going to be looking at other instances and maybe even going back in time and looking at certain events and pinning it to these people using the weather as a weapon. So, things to think about as a lot of people in Southern California are sitting in the dark, awaiting to get their electricity brought back up. I'm going to leave a link here so you guys can look at some of the other clips and images here that people have posted on social media in regards to this most recent system that came through. I'll leave a link. It's been Dabu7. Peace.